Hi guys, James here. I'm back talking about Grant Cardone. Yes, remember back in 2020, many years ago, 2.5 years ago, Jesus Christ, a long time ago, I did 20 videos on Grant Cardone and told you what a sleazeball he was. That you stay away from him, don't invest in him, because he's no good. He's just using you and putting money in his pocket. He continues to do the same thing and nobody seems to listen. Here we are, 2022, and Grant's doing it again. He's under federal investigation for fraud, for defrauding investors, but that's a whole other video. But what he's doing now is the same thing he did before. He buys a property for $100 million, sells it to the fund for $125 million, and pockets the $25 million in his pocket. And he does this with every sale, every buy. Every time he buys a property and sells it to the fund, he does the same thing. He inflates the price. Sounds like Donald Trump, right? He inflates the price and puts the remaining money in his pocket. So he's making like 10 to 15% per property, which adds up to hundreds of millions of dollars. And he's in trouble again. But this is the big problem right happening now, is that he has to raise rent on all the property owners, because you know what happened? He did something really stupid. Since we have zero interest rates for many years, Grant Cardone, because he was having problems trying to get a loan, got a variable rate loan. So now he sent a message to all the renters that it's going up because he has to pay a higher interest rate. Well, you only would have to pay a higher interest rate if you had a variable loan, right? So if you had a fixed loan for 10 years, which you used to do, supposedly, it's a fixed loan at 3% or whatever it would have been, because it's commercial property. But apparently, he had a variable rate because he thought, the interest rates would never go up. So they're going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. As interest rates go up, we're going to see another 75% increase in this month by the Fed, and it's going to raise interest rates already up. Interest rates are currently at the highest they've been since 2008, and they're only going up. So that means the rent, he has to keep raising rent. He raised rent over $250 per unit. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. And he's going to do this so long before he squeezes the people out. Keep raising rates because you screwed up. And he's been doing this for the whole time, and you people just don't understand. So now he's suspended payments to qualified buyers or investors. These are people that have big bucks, 100,000 in there, $1 million in there, and they're only going to get 25% of the value every month. He didn't suspend it 100%. So if you had a, payment was $1,000 a month, you're going to get 250 out of it. That's what he's doing for now, because he's in trouble, big trouble, and it's only going to get worse for Grant. And nobody listens. There's a lot of people out there saying the same thing for years and years. Grant Cardone is no good. All he does is try to line his pockets. Then he sells you this educational crap that you don't need. You'll become a millionaire like me. Oh, I'm a rich Scientologist. You become rich like me. And guess what happens? You never get rich. You never get rich by listening to these morons selling you educational stuff. Grant Cardone is the biggest one. Cardone Capital, Cardone University. All they do is line his pockets, and nothing happens to you. You never get rich. You invest with Grant Cardone, you're only going to get 8% return, 5% return. And the market's been up 25%. Okay? It doesn't make sense to invest in a fixed, and you can't put your money, it's a fixed fund. You can't remove money. So whatever it is, if you're in there for 2 years, 3 years, you're fixed there. No matter how bad you need the money, you're stuck. And Grant Cardone continues to just take your money. He has management fees, all this kind of stuff goes on. Every time he buys and sells, he takes a fee. There's always a fee. There's operational fees. Always. If it's 1%, that's fine. If the fund's $1 billion fund, he takes 1%. Come on, you figure the math out. Okay, this is how he does it. And I've been warning you people for years and years and years. Oh my God, you just don't get it. Stay away from him. He thinks he's a billionaire. He's not a billionaire. Okay, let's get this straight. Grant Cardone manages properties for the funds. The funds own the properties, not Grant Cardone. Okay? And he continues to push the stuff that he has, 10,000 apartment units. No, he doesn't. The fund does. This is just how he scams you. He scams everybody. Nobody listens. They put him on TV like he's some superstar. He's not a superstar. He's a scammer. He scammed people. Now he's under federal investigation again. There's people turning on him, not people from the fund, his own employees. You treat people like crap, they're going to treat you back crap. Especially in this day and age where everybody has copies of everything on a computer and their phone, they can get all this information and they just pass it along. So now insiders are turning on him. His own people are turning on him. And Grant's in trouble again. Maybe this time, actually something will happen. Okay, maybe something will happen. These funds are people just don't get it. They think they're gonna, because Grant Cardone is this great guy, and he's a wonderful, rich guy, he came from nothing, and now he's a super guy. Great personality, out and out. 10x this, 10x that. 10x nothing, man. I wouldn't invest in anything in Grant Cardone, or Cardone Capital, or anything. Stay away from Grant Cardone. This is an update, more to come.